is the deep man. Texas almost got there. This is returnable. Mitchell gets to the 40, and no more. A punt of 49, a return of 7. Chris Hammonds down on special teams, number 81.
I thought Mitchell was going to get more out of that than he did as well, Drew. He decided to spin predetermined and spun right into a tackler. Didn't really have to spin.
That's probably what he's hearing about right now.
Yeah, just take it north and south. Don't be a Tasmanian devil when you have all that green grass between you and the return guys.
You ever seen a play where there was 3 fumbles on one play? Maybe on a rainy field like we saw in Kansas City on Monday night. But this is beautiful. There's not a cloud in the sky.
Oh, it's great football conditions.
The Horns from their own 40. Williams and Ricky Brown in the offset eye. Ricky dives for about 9. Mike Woods made the tackle in the Oklahoma secondary.
I've been real impressed with Major Applewhite at the line of scrimmage. He's audibilizing a lot, checking at the line of scrimmage. That time he stepped away and tapped his left cheek of his derriere. That's a little audibilization, letting the backs and receivers know what's going on. Then he lets the linemen go let them know what's going on by his cadence change at the line of scrimmage. He's doing a good job at checking things.
Nice situation here for Texas, 2nd and 2, plenty of options. That's always a good option, Ricky Williams. And he will be very close to the first down. Hit by Cornelius Burton.
The defensive mentality, Drew, of both these teams is identical. Load the line of scrimmage and penetrate. Control the line of scrimmage. It's like looking in a mirror when you see these two defenses go at it.
Ricky, 10 touches already. It will be 3rd down. Less than a yard to go for a first.
Checking again is Applewhite.
Comes in. Williams has the first down, but a flag thrown by the referee.
5-yard penalty. We played a 3rd down.
Well, I have 2 questions for you. One, how do you change the play at the line of scrimmage? It's so loud in the Cotton Bowl. And secondly, if you're not watching that 25-second clock, you probably can't even hear the whistle when they do blow it.
Yeah, that's the key. Applewhite that time taking a little bit too long to change the play at the line of scrimmage. He's signaling to the backs and receivers with hand signals, and then the linemen have to hear his cadence, because during the course of his cadence, he changes the play at the line of scrimmage. So the linemen have to really keep their ears perked.
Full house backfield on 3rd and 6. Blitz coming. Hot man's Cavill. First down and more. Look at him go. See you later. Touchdown for Kwame Cavill, his first of the year. You live with the blitz, sometimes you die with the blitz.
That's right, and that time it was Terry White, the strong safety that blitzed. Cavill ran his route right to the vacated area. It was sayonara.
Little mix-up on the snap and hold, but Stockton gets it through. And Texas now leads 14-3.
Well, let's take a look at what happened. You had the strong safety blitz. Terry White, he's going to blitz, come right up the gut here. Terry White does. Cavill runs his route right at the vacated area. Here comes White in motion. Right up the middle comes Terry White. Right in that vacated area, Cavill. Ghana Joseph double covers another Texas receiver, leaving the middle of the field vacated. Down the seam runs Cavill for touchdown. And Cavill tries to take every catch to the house. White's picked up, giving Major Applewhite enough time to deliver the football. Cavill catches it in full stride. And does he ever have a stride? Joseph, with 4.4 speed, can't close on him. Cavill came to Texas as a linebacker. Now he's playing wide receiver. Quite a position change.
Yeah, they watched him catch the ball as a linebacker in some defensive drills. They said, you know what, you catch it too well. We're moving you to the offensive side of the ball. They did that under John Makovic. Lamont Parker and Michael Thornton back deep. This is a short kick. 33-yard line is where Oklahoma will set up the return by Johnny Bayless. Big 12 leaders brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Donnie Hart at Texas Tech, averaging over 100 yards a game receiving. There's McGarity and Cavill. You know, it's not just Ricky Williams offensively, Dave.
No, it isn't. They're running the ball for 250 yards a game. They're throwing it for 256. Very, very balanced. Very balanced in first downs by rush and by pass as well. Texas is two-dimensional. McGarity, great story, coming back from knee problems like he came back from. Mack Brown, when he watched McGarity in the spring, didn't think that he'd have him available to him in the fall. But McGarity proved everybody wrong, making big plays for Texas.
There was a delay of game penalty against Oklahoma, so they moved back 5 yards to the 20. Fletcher still in at quarterback, rifling it, and it is complete to Chris Blocker. Tony Holmes was the cover man. First down, Oklahoma.
Chris Blocker runs the route. He's the widest at the top of the field. He's just going to run a little bit of a pivot route. Timing is key. You have to get the football there before Jammer at safety can come over the top.
Parker with the football. And he runs in at Donald McCowan, the strong safety. And another flag has been dropped.
Did Texas line up off sides? Or was there holding on the edge? I didn't see when the flag was thrown. Could be face mask as well, and it is.
Face mask, 5-yard penalty, spot a foul.
Well, that face mask is only 5 yards. The face mask on Ricky Williams for 15, I think, was way too critical a penalty. Definite face mask right here, hand right up in the face mask as he's being brought to the turf. Good call right there, McCowan involved. You can't tackle that high. You have to hit in the chest or down at the waist. Don't tackle up by the shoulder pads or helmet area. You're running the risk of that penalty.
And that will be that for the first quarter. First quarter owned by the University of Texas. The 93rd edition of the Red River Wars. Texas 14, OU 3.
Happy birthday.
Oh, good. Another apple. Where's Danny?
Oh, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk. Staying alive. Staying alive. Staying alive.
Thank you.
This is the case.
When you think about your bank, you probably don't think relationship. I mean, you can't exactly cuddle up with your checkbook at night. But you can get a little special treatment with this. Advantage checking from Nations Bank. It actually rewards you with better rates on loans and CDs, free checks. It doesn't nickel and dime you with fees. Okay, it's not exactly like marriage. But then again, what is?
This simple-looking device is the key to discovering your hidden potential. It can change the look and shape of every line and curve on your body. Because it's the weight, the challenge, and the secret behind one of the most effective fitness machines in the world. Introducing the Bowflex Power Pro. Bowflex uses patented power rod resistance to give you an incredibly smooth, natural feel for over 60 different health club quality exercises. With features like a built-in aerobic rowing exercise, convertible grips, and convenient folding capabilities, it's easy to see why a Bowflex was selected by Fitness Magazine as the best home gym. It's time to get the results you want with no money down and payments as low as $33 a month. Call right now for your free video and brochure and discover the look you've always wanted with the Bowflex Power Pro.
He's a happy guy. He's been in the end zone, and his Longhorns leading the Sooners 14-3. In a series that began in 1900, Dallas in the Cotton Bowl, the perfect setting, about equidistant between Austin and Norman. With Dave Lapham and Jim Knox, I'm Drew Goodman. As we're set to go here in the second quarter, Oklahoma will have the football 1st and 5 at their own 38-yard line. Carson Fields has the football. And on a little trap, he picks up about 4 yards, and we look at the first quarter numbers.
That's the big number right there. 7 penalties for 60 yards. That hurts as well. Jammer's interception set up a touchdown for Texas. Field position and turnovers are always big in a rival football game. And Oklahoma hurt their own field position by penalty, giving up more than half a football field in the first quarter and turning the football over one time.
They had a touchdown run from Damon Parker called back for a downfield hold. Damon Parker will be very close to a first down on 2nd and 1. If he got it barely. Casey Hampton wrapped him up.
2 penalties were critical to Oklahoma in their first drive. They had run the flea flicker successfully, and then trash talk. You got to maintain your poise on sportsmanlike conduct, nullifies a big chunk of that play. And Damon Parker scores on a sweep, a toss, holding, nullifies that. I mean, you're taking 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. It was like shoveling sand against the tide because of self-destruction.
It was a first down. Fletcher's in trouble, and he's sacked.
Lewis.
D.D. Lewis got him.
Great athletic ability, Drew. They couldn't take his legs out from under him, and he had more change of direction than Fletcher. D.D. Lewis, they've sacrificed experience for athleticism and speed defensively, have the Longhorns. Lewis gets by the running back in the blitz pickup and takes the quarterback's legs right out from under him. Athletic mismatch there. Fletcher not quick enough with the change of direction to avoid Lewis.
2nd and 21. Fletcher on the option, nowhere to go. Well defended by Texas. Casey Hampton moved down the line of scrimmage, number 64, and he moves pretty well for being 3 Bills.
And once again, Oklahoma wants to get to the outside, either toss the ball, run the option. They feel that Texas has a little bit lack of speed on the perimeter. Oklahoma has more speed on the edge, and they want to try to fatigue the big fellas, the 2 defensive tackles inside. Texas has got a rotation going, though, amongst their defensive tackles. And they're getting good snaps out of their 3rd defensive tackle, Sean Rogers.
3rd and a whole lot. Good catch, but it'll be 8 yards shy. Jarrell Jackson sprawled out. Check it, it's 10. Gerald Williams who sprawled out and made the catch. It'll be a punting situation for Oklahoma. You know, 3rd and 20, Dave's tough on any offensive team, but an option team, a predominant running football team like Oklahoma, that's really a chore.
You called it 3rd and too many, and when you get off schedule like that, there's really not a whole lot of plays that you can call successfully out of your offensive playbook. 3rd and 20 is way off schedule.
Ferguson, end over end. Mitchell's going to get away from it, and it will the 21-yard line. Texas leading Oklahoma 14-3.
Who else but Sonic could take a great American invention like the toaster and go it one better?